McKayla Maroney sues USA Gymnastics, saying it tried to buy her silence on a.buse. Olympic gold medal winning gymnast McKayla Maroney sued USA Gymnastics on Wednesday, alleging the Olympic sports organization sought to buy her silence with a confidential settlement agreement last year relating to her abuse by longtime women's gymnastics team physician Larry Nassar. The suit, filed in Los Angeles, also names Michigan State and the U.S. Olympic Committee as defendants, alleging they, along with USA Gymnastics, failed to respond to warning signs, permitting Nassar to abuse Maroney and others. According to the lawsuit, Maroney and USA Gymnastics signed the agreement in December 2016, after Nassar had been arrested and incarcerated in Michigan, so the settlement did not leave further children at risk. The Wall Street reported Wednesday that USA Gymnastics agreed to pay Maroney $1.25 million, and that Gloria Allred, the well-known attorney and women's rights advocate, negotiated the deal on Maroney's behalf. Allred declined to comment. In October, Maroney went public with accusations Nassar assaulted her for years, starting when she was 13, at events around the globe, including the 2012 Summer Games in London. "The scariest night of my life happened when I was 15 years old," Maroney wrote. "I had flown all day and night with the team to get to Tokyo. He'd given me a sleeping pill for the flight, and the next thing I know, I was all alone with him in his hotel room getting a treatment. I thought I was going to die that night." Every 6 weeks for more than 36 years, when will sex abuse in Olympic sports end? USA Gymnastics has not sought to take back the settlement money it paid Maroney, according to her new attorney, John Manley, who said Wednesday's lawsuit was part of a preemptive strike to try to prevent any attempted clawback. She wasn't going to keep the secret anymore, Manley said. When that was signed, she had no idea what the scope or breadth of this was. Confidential settlement agreements between victims and organizations that employed their abusers are common, albeit controversial, practices that provide money for victims while allowing organizations to escape bad publicity. Confidentiality is not something that should be required in these settlement agreements, because the only way that we stop serial perpetrators and predators is by having the information known, so that public pressure can be put on organizations, said Jeannie Harrison, a Los Angeles employment attorney who specializes in representing victims of sexual abuse, assault and harassment. Manley alleged that the settlement agreement USA Gymnastics signed with Maroney is illegal in California, but the law to which he referred didn't go into effect until January 1 of this year, according to Harrison. If the settlement was signed in December 2016 as Maroney's lawsuit claims, according to Harrison, it is likely legal. Legality aside, the revelation that USA Gymnastics sought to keep a famous Nassar victim from speaking publicly about her abuse makes the Olympic organization's efforts to rehabilitate its public image appear hypocritical. The lawsuit notes that earlier this month, on Maroney's 22nd birthday, USA Gymnastics' Twitter account wrote, "We celebrate not only the talent it took to deliver the best vaults in the world but also McKayla's incredible bravery and strength to come forward." Larry Nassar, USA Gymnastics doctor, sentenced to 60 years on child porn charges accused by more than 140 women of assault. Nassar, 54, was sentenced to 60 years in prison earlier this month for federal child pornography crimes. He also has pleaded guilty to several sex crimes in 2 counties in Michigan, and will be sentenced for his state charges in separate hearings next month. While the criminal proceedings against Nassar are coming to a close, Wednesday's lawsuit could signal that the civil battles over who knew what about Nassar and when are far from over. In an email, USAC spokesman Mark Jones said the organization had no knowledge of any confidential agreement regarding Nassar, and USAC officials were first made aware of the possibility Nassar had abused young gymnasts in the summer of 2015. When USA Gymnastics quietly fired Nassar after reporting him to the FBI. USA Gymnastics officials have faced criticism for not informing Michigan State, which employed Nassar full-time, that he was under criminal investigation in 2015. Michigan state officials have claimed they first became aware of Nassar's abuse in August 2016, when a victim filed a complaint with university police, but other victims have alleged raising complaints to university officials about Nassar's assaults as far back as 1997. Read more coverage. Larry Nassar, USA Gymnastics doctor, sentenced to 60 years on child porn charges. Some Olympic sports organizations keep lists of banned coaches confidential following sex abuse report. USA Gymnastics pledges stronger oversight.